everyone. So this morning I've been to a car boot sale and got quite a few dolls, around 20. So I thought I would share my haul with you. Before I show you the dolls, I got this. This is my doll display seat from now on. It cost me £1. I'm absolutely delighted with that. Can you see? I think it's an MGA entertainment chair, so I don't know what it was originally for or where it's from, but I thought it would be perfect to display Monster High and Ever After High dolls on. Brilliant, for £1. Okay. I had to buy this one just because it is so crazy looking. Look at this. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like a little troll. And when you take her shoes off, she's got like Bratz feet with the little pegs. She's fantastic, isn't she? I love her. And on the back of her neck, it says 2004 DIC Hasbro. Yeah, so I'm not sure what she's from. And she has a little star on her tummy. Look at that. I love her. I just love her hair. Right, that's one. This one is just a generic Barbie, I think. She's a 2005 Mattel Barbie, but I bought her because of her beautiful dress. Unfortunately, she only has one shoe. Yeah, but the dress was worth £1 just for the dress, I thought. Really pretty and in good condition. Yeah, pleased with that. And then I got this one. This one is also bought for the dress. She's got this lovely blue dress on with the white overlay. And yeah, her hair is a little crazy. I thought she had what looked like an old Barbie face, but when you look at the back of her neck, it says, should have gone to Specsavers. No, it doesn't say that actually. I think it's a Mattel Incorporated doll, and it does have batteries, but I don't know what they do because they don't work, so we'll have to try that out later. It is a Barbie because she's got the Barbie pants on. But anyway, I only bought her for the dress. The dress and these lovely lime green shoes. Yeah, perfect. Right, next, another one. I'm not sure who she is. Do you know if she's anyone in particular? If anybody knows, leave me a comment, please. I did wonder if she was Esmeralda, but I don't think so. On the back of her neck, it says Mattel 1990. And again, she has on a pretty dress. Well worth £1 just for that dress, I think. Hello. And I also love the colour of her skin. Beautiful. She's got a lovely face. And she's got earrings too. What more could you ask for? Next, a ballerina doll. She's in fairly good condition, but she does need a good wash. Definitely her clothes do. She's got some grubby shoes on. But I love her because she's all jointed. You can pose her in all sorts of ways. I wonder if she'll fit on the chair. Shall we try her and see? She fits on fairly well. Doesn't my bum look big in this? Just slightly. Yeah, she does fit on the chair a little bit. Anyway, yeah, so that's her. I believe she's called a Jolina ballerina doll, and she's a Zap Creation doll. And on the back of her neck, it says, yeah, it says Zap Creations on her body, but I can't actually read what it says on the back of her head. I think I'm gonna have to go and get some new. Glasses, I think. Sometimes I find if I can't read it with my glasses on, if I read it actually through my phone screen, I can read it better. Anyway, she's a Zap Creation Jolina ballerina doll in good condition, apart from she needs a flipping good wash. And next we have a Bratz. Now, I'm not very familiar with Bratz, so I don't know what their names are. If you know who this is, please leave me a comment. I'll tell you what she has got. Horrible gooey hair, and I have a special way of fixing gooey hair which doesn't use Goo Gone. I'll do another video for that and show you later. But I bought her because she has shoes and she has on this groovy denim jacket, and I love this little duck top that she's wearing. Can you see that? Yeah, she's fab. And she's a 2001 MGA Bratz. And like I say, I'm not sure of all their names. I know that there's a Yasmin and a Chloe, but I don't know what any of the others are called. Not too sure about those trousers either. I think they may be homemade, but quite nice still. Fit her well. Right, so next I bought this. This is just a skirt, but look how lovely that material is. It's quite glittery. It's like a pink glittery organza, and even the lining of it is quite nice too. And that was all of 50p. I can make loads of dolly dresses with that, can't I? Absolute bargain, I thought. A little dress, just a dolly dress that came with some of the dresses that I bought. I think it might be a Barbie dress. Needs a good wash, as does everything. This is my 4-year-old granddaughter tells me that this is Aurora, and I believe her because she is more of an authority on dolls than I am. It is a Disney. It says Disney on the back of her head, and on her body it says Simba Toys, so not sure about that, and I'm not entirely sure why she has this either. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's from the box, do you think? I suppose it could be. But anyway, the reason I got her is because she has a lovely dress on, a nice Sleeping Beauty dress, which some of my dollies are missing, so I thought she was worth having just for that. Just for the dress again. She's a Simba. A Disney Simba Aurora who needs something doing with that tangled mess on her head. Another Bratz with glittery eyeshadow on and glittery lipstick. She's quite sweet, and she I think is another 2001 one, and she has a little beauty mark just under her eye. She's wearing a nice little skirt and some very fancy shoes. Do you mind? Look at those. I think I'd wear those if they had them in my size. Oh, she goes, that's another one. Next, another Brat. This time it's a blonde haired one. Hi everyone. She's got a pretty face, look. Lovely face. Needs a good wash. You'll have to go in the bath, my lady. But she has on jeans and a denim jacket, like those, and a lovely red top. And some very stylish black boots. Yeah, very good. All for £1. Anybody know what her name is? And look at the shape of her eyes. I think they're a bit different to the other one. Okay, so next is... Now, this is Cinderella. And look at her lovely face. And someone's gone and cut all her hair off. Got a fringe and ruined it, because the rest of her hair's not too bad, but again, she was bought for the dress, and it's one of these dresses that you can either have like that in the blue, or you can turn it round, and she has on a pink dress. As you can tell, I'm not very expert at this dress swapping business, but anyway, you get the gist of it. And she has these little things on her arms, so the dress will need a bit of a wash, but other than that, and the fact that she's got no fringe, she's in quite good condition, and a bargain for £1 just for the dress. Yep. Okay. Next, this is one of my favourites. Look at that face. She's absolutely filthy and she really needs a good wash, but I like the crown on her head. Her hair is just no good at all. But she has these buttons on her back. Can you see these buttons? And on the back of her neck it says nothing at all. But if you push in the buttons, watch her face. Which is my favourite one? You see her face? She changes expression. Look at that. She's fantastic. Oh, oh, oh. And I don't know what she's doing there, but use your imagination, folks. She needs a good wash, but again, I bought her because of those buttons on her back, and because I love her dress. Look at that dress. Beautiful. And she has got a pretty face. It just needs a good wash. And I can sort out that hair too. Yeah. Bye. Right. What else do I have in my bag of tricks? Another one with terrible hair. It's a good thing I know how to do the hair. But look at her face. Beautiful face. I love that face. I think she's a My Scene doll. I'm not sure, but I think she is. Let's have a look on the back of her neck, see if I can read what it says. It says Mattel. Yeah, it just says Mattel Incorporated. There's no date on there, so I'm not sure about that. And it just says 1999 Mattel on the back of her body. But she does have on a lovely suede effect jacket. I really like that with these dark bits on the end. And her trousers are fabulous. Just look at that. It's like a onesie. I suppose it's a cat suit. I don't know. And she has this lovely belt too. Perfect. And don't forget the shoes. Lovely shoes. Not sure whether they're like Bratz shoes or... Let's see if we can have a look. I actually think that they're Bratz shoes, but put onto this doll because they've got that slit at the back. Anyway, they fit her. So that's her. And these look how flared these trousers are. Really flared. And next, love this one. Another Bratz. She's got a lovely face. Lovely pink lips. And she's wearing these headphone things. So she's some kind of DJ. Can you see that? And she has... Her hair needs something doing to it. She has on this little purple top. And some pink glitter on her jeans. And her shoes. So look at those shoes. Wow, fabulous. Look at those. Yeah, so she's lovely. Anybody know who that is? Anybody an aficionado on Bratz? And on the back of her head it says 2001. MGA 2001. I love her hair though. I think it's just this end bit of the ponytail that needs a bit of a wash and a clean up, because look at this bit. Nice and neat. Yep. I'll see you later. Right. And next, this one I believe is a My Scene one. Look at that pretty face. She's got her earrings in, lovely loop earrings here. Can you see them? Yep, and a lovely fur jacket. I love the fur jacket. And these groovy flowery jeans. Lovely orange shoes. Very nice flowery shoes. Look at those wedges. Yeah, she's fabulous. Let's have a look on the back of her neck, if I can undo her jacket. Let's see. On the back of her neck it just says Mattel Incorporated, and on the back of her body it says 1999 Mattel. Okay, if anybody knows, let me know below. She's pretty though. She's got a lovely face. Put your coat back on. Oh, okay, later maybe. And this one. This one I did only buy for the clothes. Look at her. She's got a pretty face though. I suppose something can be done with that pretty face. On the back of her head it says Mattel Incorporated. Oh, 1992. Is that 1992? Yeah, I believe it is. But look at this lovely coat. It looks like velvet, and it feels velvety. and it's in really nice condition. I think they might need 1 or 2 stitches on it, but apart from that, and she has on a lovely little plaid skirt and red top. Nice. No shoes, but for £1, brilliant. Right. Next. Oh, look at this hair. Absolutely dreadful, but what a pretty face. I believe she's a Swan Lake Barbie. I think that because of the dress she has on. I was watching a YouTube video the other day about a doll, and the lady that was doing it had this same dress on her doll, and she said it was I think she said it was Swan Lake. Let's see. She's missing some wings, and on the back of her head, Mattel Incorporated, 1998. Yeah, she should have batteries, but she doesn't work. So again, just bought for the dress. Unless I can find a week to sort this hair out, who knows. Oh, and don't forget, she has some beautiful shoes. Look at those. They're worth having, weren't they? They're a bit like ballet shoes. They've got a little bow on the front and they're fairly flat. I do like to see flat shoes on a doll. Yep. Next, look at this groovy chick. Another Bratz. She's got a lovely fur trimmed white satiny jacket on with this medallion-y type thing on the fastening. Lovely jeans and what I think might be boys' shoes. Bratz boys' shoes. What do you think? I don't know. Does anyone know who she is? I don't know whether all the dark-haired ones are the same. I think perhaps they are. See what it says on the back of her neck. 2001 MGA. Look at that pretty face, though. And her hair's quite nice, too, with those braids in. Yeah, thought she was a bargain for £1. Cover your chest up, young lady. Yeah, she might need some new shoes, too. Next, she has got 2 shoes, but one of them keeps dropping off. Look at her lovely face. She's got lovely dark skin. I think she's wearing a boy's top because it's quite loose on her. Not sure about the jeans. They look a bit long, so I'm not sure about those. Maybe if she had high heels on, they wouldn't be so long. But she's a pretty doll. Let's have a look on the back of her neck. What does it say? Again, MGA 2001. And she definitely needs a hair something or other. Yeah, transplant probably. Right, we're nearing the end, but we're not quite at the end yet. Another Bratz one. Blonde hair in braids. I think someone might have put that big braid in at the back. Definitely with that bobble. But look at that pretty face. Do love the faces on the Bratz. She's got some nice shoes on. Look at those shoes. Beautiful. Pretty little skirt and an England top and a nice green, lime green, canvassy type jacket. Yeah, and I think she's the same again. Yep, 2001 MGA. Yep. Okay. Next. Another Bratz. This one, I'm informed, is not wearing a Bratz dress by the Bratz aficionado, who is my 4-year-old granddaughter. These are certainly not shoes to match the dress, apart from in colour. But the jacket's quite nice, with its fur trim. And she's got a really pretty face. Needs a bit of attention to the hair. And once again, MGA 2001. Bye everyone. Next we have a Bratz boy. Look at his face. He's cute. I don't know what his name is. On the back of his head it says 2002 MGA Entertainment. He's got some massive shoes on. Look at those. Don't these Bratz have big shoes? And also he has on this like silky jacket. here, and underneath the silky jacket he has, if I can get this off, out you come, boys brats. Yeah, underneath that he has a pair of shorts, so I don't know whether he's going to bed or he's going into the boxing ring. Let me know if you know. He's cute though, isn't he? Look at those abs, brilliant. Right, over there you go with the ladies. And now I bought this one because she looks to me like a little tiny Blythe doll. I don't think she is, but how cute is she? Look at her lovely little face. Pretty little dress on. Hi everyone. Nice hair, but when you look at her hair, there's quite a lot of gaps on her head. Yeah, so I think she's like a cheap doll. This is what it says on the back of her head. You see that? I've no idea what that says. Something about China. I can make out China. Oh, I really do need some new glasses. 2000 and something. Does that say Hasbro? Yeah, I think that's a Hasbro 2000 and something. Blonde hair, tiny little dolly that looks like a Blythe. Yep. Okay. Here's the shoe the other one lost. Yep. Just in case you were worried. And then we have this one. Look at her pretty face. Hi everyone. Hold on, she's not posing very well for the camera. There she is. I bought her for her dress, but doesn't she have a lovely face? Her hair is lovely, apart from that hideous band in it. And on the back of her head it says Mattel 1998, I believe. Bit of a mark on her leg, which will probably come off with some rubbing alcohol or acetone. To be careful with acetone now, I know that from the past. But I thought her dress was quite nice. Cute little dress. Yeah, and then finally, last but not least, comes the beautiful Ariel. She's lovely. She's in really good condition. And she's got this lovely dress, and she is the mermaid to princess version, I believe. She is a Disney doll. It says on the back of her head, Disney 2005. But look what someone's done to her hair. They've cut her hair. Ruined it, look. Made it all short and tatty. Don't know what to do with that, really. I might see if I can find her a new head. But this dress comes off like this, and you can tuck it down, flip it around on this belt around her waist, and if you do it up in the back like so, she says confidently but not very, here we go, you get the idea anyway. So she changes from a mermaid to a princess, and then back from a princess to a mermaid. How good would that be? Pretty face, nice body, lovely dress. Shame about the hair. So that's my car boot haul for today. Thank you for watching. Bye everyone.